Hi, my name is David Baltimore. Here I am in my office at MIT. Um, I got an email from this student in UNT Dallas said, "Hey, can you do a video on yourself? Talk about yourself for 2 5 minutes. You know, uh, for this project that he's doing over me. Apparently, I did not know people knew me that well. But I said sure, so I canceled class. Told my students, go finish your projects. I'm doing this for another student who needs to who wanted my help. So, a little bit about myself. I got my bachelor's at Swarthmore College in chemistry, and then I went to go and when I went into graduate school at Rockefeller Institute, which is now Rockefeller University. And from there, I did virology, and after a while, I did graduate school, started on my coursework for my PhD, went to MIT. That's where I finished, got my PhD at MIT, and I went to work in California with Dr. Huang, and I was researching tumors, tumor viruses, more specifically VSC or vesicular stomach cancer virus. And when we were looking at this, there was something really interesting about it, which was the virus was replicating very different than other virus replication and even other single cell bacteria. Because the central dogma is, I hope all of y'all know, is DNA to RNA to proteins, and then make yourself an organism, or in the case of a virus, make yourself other viruses so they could infect and use other host cells. Well, what this tumor got has or got the ability of replicating from RNA molecules instead of DNA. And me and another doctor in the 1970s, we independently, so we separately, were looking at this from two different angles, and we got to the conclusion of the discovery of reverse transcriptase, which is an enzyme that helps viruses get the ability to replicate and multiply and grow off of RNA molecules instead of DNA. So that's where the reverse comes in. Instead of doing DNA to RNA, it was RNA to DNA. And so we found that, and in 1975, that same work was what got me the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1975, and that also gave into bigger implications like HIV. In the 70s and the 80s, when AIDS was coming around, we didn't know what was causing it, and reverse transcriptase was actually a key thing into finding the cause of AIDS, which is the HIV virus, and that's why the HIV virus is so difficult to, as you know, it's very difficult to take it down, cure, and everything. So, but reverse transcriptase was really critical in finding out how it worked, and that's where we have all these medicines coming out to help manage HIV, and that's why people do not get AIDS as back then, because we did not know how it worked. And then the other thing that I'm very known for, is the Baltimore system. And if you do not know what the Baltimore system, it is is a taxonomy of viruses. So as you know, there's the Linnaeus binomial system for taxonomy, to classify protists, archaea, fungus, animals, insects. Well, there's a taxonomy for viruses based on their genome structure, so a single strand or double strand DNA or RNA, and also including their method of replication. So, do you go to direct DNA to RNA or RNA to DNA? And so right now currently, me and some graduate students are back on to immunology. Instead of virology, I focus now to immunology, and right now we're looking at the lymphocytes, how they work, especially attacking in cancers, because lymphocytes is a pretty good heavy part of your immune system. So me and my students are looking into that. I did have a couple of lawsuits because some of my students, some of my co-workers were not doing the correct scientific method, so there was a little bit of, fraud. Can I say fraud? Yes. Um, and misconduct, so that's why I left some other institutions. And but I wasn't personally responsible, but I did say, some coworkers there. You might know. I made an amendment in the Nobel Prize website. In 2005, I made an amendment about what I was doing now, and right now, also with the immune system, I'm also looking into the HIV virus because that is almost close to where I came starting and making my own researches from with the reverse transcriptase. So right now, I am also working on with other scientists on how to figure out why antivirus and antibacterial vaccines are not working on HIV viruses. So I hope UNT Dallas, you enjoy this video. What's that student's name? Let me see. I got the email. Uh, Gustavo, yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I did you proud. I'm David Baltimore from MIT. Thank you very much, and keep on doing your research. I know in your email you want to be a you like science, so hopefully you get a degree, and maybe I'll see you in the future as one of my graduate students. Thank you very much.